Hey guys, we're in the Basotto again. Today we're on Tundra. I do not like Tundra for tank destroyers, especially from this side. From the other side, you can kind of camo snipe back in what is it, K0. But in this map, you really cannot do that on this side that I know of. I'm not a good TD player, never have been, probably never will be. But tier 6 and 7, I can kind of do okay and hold my own. Get up to tier 8, 9, and 10. I'm not so good unless it's a punch in the face T110E3 or something. So we are using binos, we're using aiming unit, and we are also using the gun rammer. So we have about 2700 DPM, but keep in mind this thing has no armor whatsoever. So, and we have a tree blocking our way. So we know we're not going to see anything. So we're just hoping that this Yag Panther sees something coming. But he is going to push forward and eventually die. So this is going to be, like I said, a slow game because when you have no armor, and this map is basically cut in half by the fact that there's the bridge there. As we track this guy, we should have loaded gold here. I really should have loaded gold, but regardless, it's split in half, and so it's a very tough sell to as we take another shot, and we should have aimed that better. It's a very tough sell to push forward in this thing. So we do finally pull off a shot on the Tiger, and he is not looking at us, so we're going to reload and attempt a cupola snipe. Should have probably waited. Now, this is my inexperience here. I don't realize this guy can get up in this corner without me seeing. So I just assume he's going to come out here, and that was a poor assumption. So the one thing we do have going for us is our camo. Our stationary camo is insane at 49% or 46%, which I mentioned previously. Now, I should have been a little more patient. Sometimes I am not patient enough with my shots, and that's going to end up costing this Yag Panther his life, basically. So, and we just don't quite have the gun depression. Now, one thing you'll notice, this thing takes module damage like nobody's business. So this Yag Panther, he fires again, and we're able to take him out. So he's firing gold, which I don't really care because, you know, whatever. This thing doesn't have any armor. And again, I'm not patient with my shots, so this is kind of a lesson in patience. This guy's going to back up, and we're going to go ahead and get him. I'm pretty sure, yes. So we finally aim our shot and get a decent shot on him. So Artie, I heard, and I assumed that he would be aiming at me, and so we moved because this thing has no armor, and because it has no armor, Artie loves to shoot it. So one thing I haven't mentioned is that our whole team is on the hill, including our T150. And so I am kind of holding this flank alone, but I've decided that I'm going to pull back because if this KV-1S and this Churchill come at me, particularly at the same time, I'm dead because I can't defend myself. My armor sucks, so... and I'm sitting on a corner which I can't escape from. So I decide that I'm going to push out and maybe take a little drive around the map, do a little sightseeing, see the bushes, see the trees, and just play a little more patient. It is 4-7. We're losing horribly on HP, but with this 2700 DPM, that can change really, really quick because the DPM on this thing at 2700 is it's not like best in class, but it's very good. And combine that with 360 alpha at tier 6, it's a fearsome tank. So now take a look at this MT25. He's going to become pivotal soon. So I decide that I'm not happy sitting there, so I'm going to move. And see this RBFM on the bridge? Like, what am I thinking? Why am I not shooting at that guy? So I had an opportunity to shoot him and kill him for free, and I did not take it. So he's pushing bridge, and we're going to go ahead and sit here and take a snapshot and take him out. But that cost me some hit points. And when you only have 600 hit points, it's very, very hard to maintain your hit points and stay alive, especially on a map where there's so many corners. It's split in half. There's very few vision games that you can play. So we're just going to sit here. Maybe I should have gone maybe in this position here. But there, yeah, if I would have sat up there, maybe if they try and come around, then maybe that would have been better. I don't know. But now we're going to take a little drive. I just want to make sure no one is in the corner behind me. And I would like to surprise anybody that might be just sitting back there. But it turns out there really is nobody there. And so in the time period that I waste doing that, I mean, there's 8 minutes of the game. And we have made this game quite a bit closer. And it looks like the M4A1 is also following us, which is good. We could use some backup just because we have no armor. So I hate to harp on that, but in a map like this, it really does matter. So there's very few maps that you can't find a location that you can actually get some damage and bush snipe. Even Ensk, I feel, is better than this for that, but that's just, I'm not a TD player, so maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's my issue. Now I'm headed back because I see this Churchill has killed one of our artilleries, and check out this MT-25. He is just all over it. And so we're going to set up here and hope that this guy continues to push, and he does, thankfully. And because he's busy turning and trying to outplay this MT-25, we're able to pick up a nice kill and not even get spotted there. So up to 1900 damage, and I see the two arties are bombing everybody from spawn, basically, from back here. And so that's going to be our focus. We're going to try and go after arty, which is a dangerous task when you have no armor. But fortunately, this MT-25 is pushing forward, and we're going to go ahead and try and pick him up. Now, the Panzer III-4 does get spotted, and he's going to go kill our artillery. But we're going to go kill their artillery as well. So the MT-25 does take out their light tank, which is highly, highly important. So we're going to come up over the top, and what do we see but a left? And we're going to shoot at that guy. I could have hid behind. That would have been the safer play. Hid behind the rock and then camoed up and shot at him. But he misses. Chances of him hitting are pretty small. And also, if there were guys coming up the hill, I didn't want to be available for them to shoot. So I think that's the end of our damage. We do get one more shot on this Panzer, and side turret on a tier 5 we bounce. So I thought that was a pretty good shot, but anyway, we end up missing the shot, and we win the game, and all is well. So we ended up with 5 kills and 2200 damage. Let's look at the after action on this. Okay, quick after action. We did damage to a lot of tanks. We ended up doing 2,200 damage. We ended up second on XP to the MT25. Shout out to him. Wow. 2,400 damage, 5 kills. So between the two of us, we got 10 kills. We could have actually got an epic medal, crucial contribution between the three of us. But anyway, we were second on the team with XP, and we were second on the team for damage as well. So, wow, that guy did a lot of work. So that's great. 18 shots fired, 14 hits, 8 pens. I was snapping a lot and not being patient. I should have been more patient. And we did 376 by player assistance. I was kind of surprised this was an ace, actually, but because I was spotting for myself and up close, I think that's why it was an ace tanker. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again. Toaster out.